I'm here from the future to help you become the governor of your life. Come with me if you want to live happily. Oh, I love you guys. Welcome to another episode of the Sidewalk Saint. I'm here with my bowl, and I don't know why it's colored black. It's a black bowl. Ooh. That's what my nunchuck. Hey, you over there. Let's fight right now. You like my kung fu voice? That was good, huh? Huh, you want to fight me, huh? You must be tired of living. I know I'm kind of gross. Sorry about that tongue thing. Anyways, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to take off these ridiculous glasses that I bought. They're very fun, though. Super cool, huh? They were cheap. They were $50 instead of like 100 or 200. What brand is this? Blenders. And this is called Savage River. It is a Savage River. Well, the river doesn't mean to be savage, but you get caught in the wrong river, you gotta learn some lessons the hard way. That stuff's crazy. So let us endeavor into our important subject. Why do you feel like you don't belong here? Why? Why don't we feel like we belong here? Let me do the bell one more time. Boom, and I'm gonna get it going. Council of 28, will you give me the wisdom and knowledge to tell humanity and anyone that listens to this video why we are here? You run around the edges and it just oscillates. Very cool. So they're like, you already know, so just start talking. So in the beginning, when the first Pleiadian star mothers came here in Great Lemuria in Hawaii for the Hawaiians, there was the altering of the DNA of Monkey Man, correct? Yes. Where did modern man come from? Science still doesn't know, because I'll tell you why. Our Pleiadian star mothers came and seeded this planet. They willed themselves here, and several Pleiadians incarnated here, also as well as materialized. Because when you hit a certain plane, it's like just like Jesus, floating across the water. He was so ascended, he became almost his full God self before he came here on the mission to help humanity, which was his goal. You can just will yourself places. Your realization that all is love, and you become completely love, and love is everywhere, so you can be everywhere because everything's quantum. I don't want to get any more confusing than that. Anyways, so let me get a sip of coffee. I'm back. No, I love doing that. So anyways, yeah, it's not that you don't belong here, and I definitely don't want you to feel like you don't want to live anymore or you're tired of this. It's very tiring. There's a lot going on. Let's start out with, why are you tired? You're tired because you're doing 180,000 years worth of ascension in 100 years. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you're doing. So the downloads are very heavy. Your body probably aches. You probably think you're sick. You probably go to the doctor and they say nothing's wrong with you. I just hit a heart note with a whole lot of people. Whoever saw the video, like, oh my God, how'd you know that? So that's what's up. You're being downloaded, upgraded. Your DNA that's called junk DNA is retethering. And that's not junk DNA. It's to be described as this. The percentage that is functioning and activated right now is the car itself, the vehicle, you, your soul, your Merkaba, your spirit, all that stuff together. And the rest of it is the instructions of how to drive that car. Okay, so that's cool. And as the instructions reactivate, you have epiphanies, awakenings, ascensions, remembrances. You don't really ascend. You're fully ascended, actually. You just remember that you are fully ascended. And why don't you think you're from here? Because you're not. Why do you think you don't belong here? It's just been really hard because we changed from a big energy to actually from a lesser energy. I'm not going to call it lesser. We changed from the only physical plane energy of eat or be eaten, and went all the way over to the fifth dimensional energy. So it's third to the fifth is the numbers that they're saying, and this is something agreed across the board in spiritual YouTubers and anyone doing anything. Damn, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, it was a big transition. So you're just like, you don't feel like you belong here because everything changed right out from under your feet. It's like one day you're out driving your car, and the next day your car turns into a weird piece of dirt. And you're looking at it, and you still can get in it, but you can't make it move, and you don't know why. It's that weird. It's just weird, man. So yeah, you're in a whole new energy. Like, I mean, you've been here a long time reincarnating and going through the cycle of reincarnation, the wheel of reincarnation, which now is to end. Not the reincarnating, but the wheel of karma, actually. You're getting out of the wheel of karma. Drop your karma, by the way, if you haven't already. Drop all of it. You might have a dark night of the soul, but it'll be worth it. Just go within and travel that distance and do it and make it through to the other side, because when you come back out of it, you're going to be a different person, and your life's going to be better, and you're going to just see the birds and just laugh and just smile and say, thank God I'm free. Get out of the wheel of karma, people. Karma is a duality, third dimensional construct energy that just isn't supported here anymore. That's another reason why you don't feel like you're from here. Like, well, why doesn't this work anymore? Why doesn't any of this work anymore? Drop your karma. Drop your fears. Drop everything and just be free. We completed our contract in 2018 to 2020. And now the council is saying it's time for your greatest life. Yes, the new car. Yes, they don't care if there's gasoline in it. They're going to come here and clean all this stuff up. They're not going to do it for us, but they're going to give us the technology. And it's only going to take a couple years to completely reform the whole planet. And I know that sounds crazy, and you don't have to believe me, but it's going to happen. Maybe not in your lifetime, and maybe not in our kids' lifetimes. But in cosmic time, it's going to happen in a split second, blink of an eye. Like, even smaller than that. It's just like, boom, it just happened already. So, and the timelines are seen, and the timelines are recognized. Whatever that means. Thank you, Council. So, yeah. So don't be going out there thinking you want to die and you don't want to be here. You do want to be here. Your higher self wants to be here. And I know that sounds like bullshit. I'm sure it does. And I'm sorry if it does. But you do. This is the reward time. Okay? This is when you get those things that you wanted. And don't always think that it was the car you wanted or the money that you wanted. It was the freedom, joy, peace, and happiness and knowledge and information about your great and vast, beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. Beautiful, beautiful. You are so incredible. I cry tears of joy when I look at people directly because I can see their angelic self. And yes, you are part angel. You have a soul, don't you? That's connected to the side, isn't it? And your higher self is you. And they are on the other side. And I bet you they got a pair of wings. And you got a halo, don't you? You can feel your crown chakra, can't you? Yeah, that's right. You are part angel. I bet my bowl is ringing with me. Hello! Can you hear it? I love it. So yeah, that's why you feel that way. Take a deep breath. Go within. Be peaceful. Be harmonious. Step out of the box. Find a quiet place. And if you can't find a quiet place, then you're being tested to be able to be quiet in a loud place. I've done that before. It's breathtaking when you can transcend all that's around you and be peaceful. Stop just for a minute and just center. When you're at work, or if you feel anything bad, just pull it right in. Boom. Pull your hand in and just center yourself. Peace. Or just stop and be quiet for just a minute and just take a big, deep breath. And you got to notice that the anxiety is going to try to be there without you seeing it. That's right. The anxiety monster or the stress monster is going to come and attack you. And you already know this. You already know the stress monster is going to try to attack you. It just appears out of nowhere with nothing. It's crazy. So pull it back in. I clear myself and center myself and lay divine timing over my entire existence. And so it is. Boom. And say it in your head. Say it in your head. Say it in your heart. Say it out loud. Say it to your friends. Say it to everyone, everywhere, all the time. Take that time to do that. You are needed here. You feel like you're not from here because you're Pleiadian ground forces, if you want to call it that. Your Pleiadians the Pleiadians are here to repair the damage done by the Archons, the Greys, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's all real. It all happened. Every last bit of it. Area 51, whatever. It doesn't matter. It all happened. It's all true. But we won. Victory was claimed. Victory was claimed between 2016 and 2019, and the tide turned over. That Earth was now ascending. And, most of those guys left the planet. They're out of here. They tried to go to Mars and set up some crazy doomsday thing. And the Arturians were waiting for them. And let me tell you something about Arturians. They get the job done. Like, they go through the timelines and prepare for every single scenario. And there's a billion of them. So the Archons, there's not that many of them. There might have been maybe 100,000 of them that even had the balls to even go to Mars and try to open the portal of death for the planet. That sounds wild, doesn't it? Why do I know that? I don't know. Do you have to believe it? No. Do I believe it? I don't know. Anyways, that's what they're telling me. So that's what they say happened. And it's done. There's no portals to open. Nothing's going to happen. People are standing guard at any place that could make anything bad. And the wild cards are waiting in society all over the place, in corporations, and big people are going to wake up, and big things are going to happen big time. And all the ugliness you see now is all the pimples coming up to the surface to get popped and cleaned. It's so gross. I know that's so gross, but that's what it is. It's all coming to the surface. It's not hidden anymore. The Archons were able to trick us into what we think is human nature, which actually is the nature they created in our construct, in our mind, with all kinds of things like CERN and, all the places that are the negative vortex creating facilities, whether you want to believe that or not. And that's what they just told me too. I already believe that in my heart, but they're confirming it, so I'm going to stand beside it. And you don't have to believe that either. But that's not human nature. It's not. There was a time when we were just peaceful people walking around the earth like nomadic life, or living in Lemuria and learning the teaching wheel and going out and ascending and becoming very spiritual and building pyramids with like light sources, and electricity was already there. We were all that stuff in Atlantis and Lemuria. The Greeks were on their way, but they got completely hijacked. There's no question why they burned the Library of Alexandria, because the Library of Alexandria had the greatest knowledge in the cosmos contained in books for anyone to read. Wow. They had the Dark Ones had to get rid of that right quick, because people would have eventually read that library and read those books, and that would have been it. So, you do belong here. You are treasured, important, key person, every single person that's here. And it's just, please know that we need you. We want you here. I need you here. We all want you here. You came here for a purpose, and so find out what your purpose is and serve it. You don't want to be out there hiding in your house away from everything. Go out in there and say something good and be the warrior of light that you are, the lighthouse that you are. Because if you're watching this video, then you are. Because people that are going to just stay in their houses and never do anything, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are just here to hold the light. But if you're watching this, then you're watching a way shower, and you're learning about way showing. You're learning about being a lighthouse, because that's what I do. That's what I am. I'm a beacon of light to humanity. And you are too. Forget about me. It's all about you. I'm all about you. They're all about you. So don't think that you're not from here, and understand what I told you. And be fully aware. You're purposeful here. You came here to do this, and start attacking the things that are coming after you. The people that keep getting in front of you. Start confronting your stress. Start dealing with these things. Don't get crazy and don't get aggro about it. But you need to use your ability to smooth things over. Like any past traumas you've had, you need to go in there and accept that they happened, and you have to forgive everyone that was involved in that. It's all one big show, ladies and gentlemen. We all sat above this planet in a big council and agreed to be that piece of crap that did that horrible thing to you. And they were the most venerable of all, because they were willing to waste their entire life their entire incarnation as a piece of crap and be that horrible person that did that horrible thing to you when they could have been a happy, well-adjusted person instead. And they did it because they love you. And I know that doesn't make any damn sense. Now does it? That's what they're telling me to tell you. Any incarnated person that's bad was willing to be a piece of crap here for you to help you ascend. Because originally and before, it took horrible events for people to ascend. Either death or near death, or horrible, unbelievable experiences that made them, forced them to leave their body and see the truth of all things. Okay? And I know that makes sense. So, forgive. You don't have to forget, and you don't got to let go. You don't even actually have to forgive. You just got to accept the thing that happened and fill it up with love, and it'll cover it up and transmute it and transform it. That's the violet flame. It's beautiful. The violet flame is wonderful. And if you're watching this, you probably are the violet flame. So you can transmute whatever bad experience you had. And when you see it, it won't even bother you anymore, no matter how horrible it was. I've had some of those too, and they're not bad for me anymore. I think about them and I just send love to the ideas and the thoughts, because that's where I'm at now with that. So yeah, you need to be here. You do belong here. You belong anywhere in the cosmos. You are a child of God, ladies and gentlemen. There is nowhere you don't belong. Hear me now, my friends. Ladies and gentlemen, you are home wherever you are. In the entirety of creation, you are loved. You are, if you believe it, you are protected. And you are guided if you so choose. And you can choose whatever you want at this point in time. So choose really a lot of happiness, feel worthy, feel happy, and cover up those things which you didn't enjoy, because you can't really get rid of the imprint. But what you can do is transmute it with love. You just stick the love in there and flip it over and change it. And you can do that too. There's any number of ways you can do it. Do it your way, because your way counts, because everything's done differently. So yeah, you belong here. We want you here, and stay here, because this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And finally, we got to the good part where we get to get the rewards. And don't keep asking what the rewards are. Just go out there and know they're coming. That's the way you do it. Because when you decide certain ways for things to happen and you only accept one path, you've closed 100,000 other doors to that thing possibly happening to you. So leave everything open and just say, I want to be happy and peaceful now. Show me the way. Oh, great divine, universal, divine timing. Show me. Show me. And I did that and it worked. Holy crap. So I'm going to hit the ball before I go. Let's just be quiet together just for a minute. Hit my coffee. Anyways, I give up. I tried. Okay. You know what to do. You belong here. Stay here. We love you. And go claim your greatest life, because you earned it. It's been a long, hard road. So go out there and get it. Get that car. Go to the casino. Drink that wine. Smoke that cigarette. Be happy. Do anything that makes you happy. Anything that makes you happy. Unless it's something that hurts somebody, of course. But you don't want to do that, because we know you're good. I didn't even have to say that. So I love you guys more than anything in the cosmos. Wait, actually, I love you and the entire cosmos, because you are the entire cosmos. So that's beautiful. And so are you.